All right, family, welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nyca, and with some Politricks, honey, Politricks. I'm going to record, well, I've already recorded it. I'm going to release this video as well as a video prior to that I recorded earlier today concerning the issue with Donald Trump and this secret conversation that he had this past summer with Ukrainian President Mr. I forgot his name. I think it's Zelensky. And a lot of people have been raising a lot of conversations because there's a whistleblower who has come out and stated that the president said some very disparaging, things in that conversation. And it's also said that he possibly withheld military aid to the Ukraine because of the fact that he didn't get what he wanted from that conversation with the Ukraine president. Now, according to Trump, there was nothing inappropriate, and that he is going to, in fact, release those audios, I guess, or transcripts of those audios now that they have been, they've been declassified or whatnot. He's supposed to release that. But see, that just added fuel to the fire of what the American people are beginning to say in regards to this man. We don't have secret conversations where we basically are threatening another president of a country to dig up information on a 2020 presidential candidate in their family. Now, as a result of that and the many other things that he's done throughout his presidency, it has led House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to announce formal impeachment inquiry of Trump and says his actions were a betrayal of national security. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Tuesday announced an informal impeachment inquiry into President Trump, a dramatic turnabout by the Democratic leader that sets up a constitutional and political clash pitting thus Congress against the nation's chief executive. The actions of the Trump presidency have revealed the dishonorable fact that the president's betrayal of his oath, portrayal of our national security, and portrayal of the integrity of our elections, Pelosi said in brief remarks. Therefore, today, I am announcing the House of Representatives is moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry. The impeachment is rare and an extraordinary first step that could lead to overturning the decisions of the U.S. voters in the 2016 to elect Trump. Pelosi's decision foreshadows an intensely partisan fall, triggering pushback from Trump allies with repercussions for the 2020 campaign. The president immediately lashed out on Twitter. Are we surprised? I've never in my life seen a president that loves to go to social media. He act like these old tired-ass YouTubers down here. Every little thing he got to respond to in a tweet. Child, sometimes you don't have to say anything. It's always wise to move quietly and strategically. In his case, he's just a fool. Such an important day at the United Nations. So much work and so much success. And the Democrats purposely had to ruin and demean it with more breaking news, witch hunt garbage. So bad for our country. That's what he tweeted. Pelosi's change of heart comes days after consulting allies and follows reports that Trump may have pressured a foreign leader to investigate former vice president and potential 2020 candidate rival Joe Biden and his family. The reports over a 7-day period created a groundswell of support among Democrats for impeachment, with moderates from swing districts joining liberals in a call for an inquiry. Trump, meanwhile, said that he has authorized the release of the full transcript of his phone call with the Ukrainian president, in which Trump is said to have brought up investigating Biden and his son. I am currently at the United Nations representing our country, but have authorized the release tomorrow of a complete, fully declassified, unredicated transcript of my phone conversation with President Zelensky of the Ukraine, Trump tweeted Tuesday afternoon. No, you will see it was very friendly and totally appropriate. No pressure, unlike Joe Biden and his son. No quid pro quo. This is nothing more than a continuation of the greatest and most destructive witch hunt of all time. Trump has admitted publicly that he asked the Ukraine President Zelensky to probe Biden's son, who has connections with a business that was under investigation. But he said no pressure was involved. However, the Washington Post has reported that Trump asked his staff to put a freeze on military assistance to the Ukraine at least 1 week before he made the request to Zelensky. Biden on Tuesday called for Congress to begin impeachment of Trump if the White House continues to stonewall congressional investigations, including questions regarding reports that Trump asked the Ukrainian president to investigate Biden and his son Hunter. I can take political attacks, Joe Biden said. They'll come and they'll go, and in time they'll soon be forgotten. But if we allow a president to get away with shredding the United States Constitution, that will last forever. That's what he said in remarks Tuesday afternoon in Wilmington, Delaware. The House plans to vote Wednesday on a resolution disapproving of Trump's administration's efforts to block the release of the complaint and the need to protect the whistleblower. This is not a partisan matter. It's about integrity of our democracy, respect for the rule of law, and defending our Constitution. Pelosi and House Majority Leader Steny Holder said in a statement today. Impeachment has only occurred twice in U.S. history, against Presidents Andrew Johnson and Bill Clinton. Neither man was removed from office. President Richard Nixon resigned in 1974 rather than face a House vote on impeachment. Even if the House votes to impeach Trump, his ouster would require a conviction in the Senate, where Republicans have rallied to the president's defense. State Majority Leader Mitch McConnell declined to say Tuesday what he would do if the House voted for impeachment. In the House, a tranche of Democrats who opposed impeachment have been coming out in favor of impeachment over the past 48 hours. The total that now exceeds 160 out of 235, according to a Post analyst. Representative John Lewis, an influential member in the caucus, was one of the latest Democrats to back impeachment on Tuesday. The Georgia Democrat, a staunch Trump critic and close Pelosi ally, declined for months to weigh in on the impeachment out of respect for the Speaker. There comes a time when you have to be moved by the spirit of history to take action to protect and preserve the integrity of our nation. I truly believe that the time to begin impeachment proceedings against the president has come, Lewis said on the House floor. To delay or to do otherwise would betray the foundation of our democracy. Pelosi has been considering the creation of a select committee to conduct the inquiry, but decided the House of Judiciary Committee, which also has the authority, would actually handle the investigation. Pelosi has been reluctant to endorse impeachment, resisting the extraordinary step for months despite pressure from the party's liberal base and several 2020 Democratic presidential candidates. She has urged that neither the public nor the Republican Party, which controls the Senate, support impeachment, and that pursuing the matter could prove politically costly to the moderate Democrats who helped deliver the House majority last year. Okay? So basically, they're going to open up an investigation into this man, and I think it's a long time coming. Why does it take him threatening another foreign leader for you guys to say enough is enough? If you ask me, it should have been enough is enough a long time ago. But I want to break this thing down to y'all in relation to myself. You have to move strategically. When you're in a situation, you get everything you can out of that, then you bounce out and hope that the person got the same thing. And that's basically what's going on here on YouTube. You have to learn, just like in everyday life, you have to learn on YouTube how to move. The majority may not understand how you move, But as long as you reach your ultimate goal, which I shall, then what's the problem? Back to this story. For the longest of time, since this man took office, we have seen him do things that totally go against our Constitution. We have seen him do things that no other president has done, up to and including social media as a way of lashing out at people who oppose him. To call this act a modern day witch hunt, I think not. I think people have had enough, and it's time that the American people voices be heard, because there's a vast majority of us who has seen the foolery that this man has done since he took his oath of office and became the president of these United States. So I would say to each and every person who is listening to this, you may think as I did. There was a time not long ago where I thought my voice could not be heard. There was a time where I did not believe that the American people, the American political system, even paid attention to us. However, in light of what we see that what crowds can do, what I'm saying to y'all is every person who is a registered voter, who works every day a job where taxes are being taken out of, your voice matters. And I too fell into that trap of feeling like wasn't nobody ever gonna realize how much of a buffoon this president that we currently have is. However, you can't give up on the ultimate goal, which is freedom and democracy for each and every one of us. Your voice do matter. Your vote do count. Please take the time now to become aware of the candidates that will be running in this 2020 election. Get to know which one works for you. You have to. Politics ain't nothing but a bunch of lying anyway. Okay? People are going to lie. They're going to say what they got to say. But at some point, there is somebody that is in a position to talk more for you than totally against you. Those are the candidates that I get behind. I haven't met one that say everything I want to say or do everything I need them to do. But I support the ones that are keeping it as honest as you can in the political game, and those who speak to do and have shown me by what they've done in the past that they will probably be the candidate that will best fit my family and my needs. And I encourage each and every one of you to do the same. See, this is real life right here, okay? The decisions that are made today will impact you as well as your children and your grandkids and your great-great-grandkids. Why not pick the people who would best serve your family needs? I'm not asking everybody to stand up and make a grandstand statement. I'm not even equipped to do so. But what I am equipped to do is to have enough common sense to realize what's going on and to fear for the future of this country if we continue to let a buffoon run amok in that White House. I will link this article down below. Do I think that he will get impeached? I don't know. I highly doubt it. I was around and old enough to understand the impeachment or the attempted impeachment of President Bill Clinton. He still continued out his president and moved on. Okay? This man may actually not be impeached at all. That's a possibility. But at least we showing him, the American people, we are showing him that your way of doing business does not coincide with what we, the American people, need it to be. You can't go around threatening anybody. That's not what the leader of this country is supposed to do. You're not supposed to take your backyard, back door, back room antics that you've used over the years in your business practices and apply it to the political system that is in place in this country today. That's where you, Mr. Trump, went wrong. And as a result thereof, now these people, Nancy Pelosi has reached her point to where she's ready to do impeachment inquiry into your practices since you have been the president. Now, again, I'm not sitting over here saying that, oh, let's get the banners together. He ding dong, the witch is dead. No. But at least it sends a message. And sometimes a message is all it takes to get somebody all the way together. That's all. I'll link this article down below in the pinned comments so that you can go over and read it for yourself. And please weigh in your thoughts and opinions on this entire situation involving current President Donald Trump and now the House leader, Nancy Pelosi, has okayed and said that she feels like now is the time to start an impeachment inquiry into what this man has been doing since he's been in office. Because a lot of the things he say and do is not conducive with what America stands for. Let your voice be heard, especially down in my comments, because I want to know what you all think about this entire situation. Remember, in closing, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the video ratings, get me recognized on the YouTube streets. Comment down below in the comment section. I want to know what you feel, how you honestly feel about this entire situation. Keep it cute, keep it respectful, and your comment can stay. Come crazy, I'm going to block you. I don't allow any disrespect in my chat or in my comments. If you don't agree with what someone else is saying, it is best that you move on, opposed to trying to reply to them in my comments, because I'm not having it. These types of conversations sometimes get people in their feelings, and they fall off and they say things that they might not even mean. But I'm giving you a pre-warning. Gather yourself, because it's about respect over here, and nothing but respect will stand. Okay? Tomorrow, we will have American Horror Story from last week, and we will get tonight's Greenleaf. And I may have a couple of celebrity things that I want to talk about as well. Miss Love Life, we will be going live this weekend so that you can sound off about Tekashi 69 and how you're feeling about the whole situation. That's it. That's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great remainder to your night. Don't be worried about what the ops and all these people are saying. Child, let these folks talk. You can only talk to a brick wall for so long. Okay? Okay. There it is. I'm out. Peace.